Hey, what's going on? Coming at you from Chicago, Illinois. And before I get into this video, maybe some of you guys are wondering where I've been. Maybe some of you guys, I don't know, you have your own lives, you have your own thing going on. The point is I haven't been posting. It's been like several months since I've last uploaded a video. So why is that? I don't want to get too much into this, into the reason why I haven't posted in almost a long time now. I'll just simply state that when I had created this channel, I created this channel with a religious theme. Hence the title of this channel, Article in Scripture. And I've struggled, I still struggle. I struggle with lust, I struggle with temptation, and struggle with sin. And it just felt hypocritical to be making these religious themed videos and then to be having my personal struggles, but I sort of realized that I just have to keep moving forward. To me, it's better just to put myself out there and be hypocritical than to just not post and then just struggle with whatever sin on the side. And I know that ultimately the enemy, he would want me to just stop posting and then just be off to the side and deal with whatever difficulty I'm dealing with. And I know ultimately my Creator, he would want me to be bold. He would want me to be out there, to continue to post, just continue to just march on, soldier on. And I hope that maybe some way, somehow I can reach out to somebody out there who's maybe struggling. I know that there's been other YouTubers that inspired me, so I don't know, maybe some way, somehow I can inspire somebody else. So just a quick recap of the channel. My name's Alberto, and what I do is I go online and I try to find articles that I can that I find kind of sort of interesting, and then I'll either read from the Bible, or I'll get one of my Christian books, and then I'll just kind of take all the information and then see what lessons can be learned, what can be gathered from all the information that I sort of present. So I'll just go ahead and start this video. There's two articles. I'm going to discuss two separate articles. They don't really relate, but they do relate in the sense of just the shamelessness, the foolishness that we deal with in this life. So this first article, this one is from the NewYorkPost.com, and the title of this article is "My Uber Eats driver asked me for gas money to deliver my food." This article is a little bit older, from June 2nd of this year, 2023. But let me just repeat the title of this article that I found online. "My Uber Eats driver asked me for gas money to deliver my food. How outrageous." Let me get right into the article. And the article starts off with asking the reader a question. The question is, complaining about tipping is one thing, but how would you feel about paying for gas on top of your food delivery? If you ask me that question, I would say I feel like The Simpsons meets The Twilight Zone. I don't know. Getting back to the article, an Uber Eats driver had ignited a fiery debate after he asked a customer to chip in for some gas when he realized he was running out and was unsure if he'd make it to deliver the food. The customer, Xavier Pope, was perplexed at what was happening, posting a tweet about his experience. This Uber Eats driver just asked me to cash app him gas money to bring my food to me. That's what Xavier had tweeted back in May 31st of this year, 2023. Pope continued saying the driver was harassing him and wouldn't stop calling. This is what Mr. Pope had to say. He has now called me 5 times. This is harassment. He continued, I am about to call the police on this dude. According to the driver, he was about to run out of gas and he didn't realize the order was so far away. Could you imagine that, being a delivery driver and not realizing that you have to drive certain far distances for your deliveries? And I've never done this kind of work before, but from what I've gathered online, it shows you on your app where you're going to be picking up to and from, and you either agree, you accept, or decline. But anyways, so the article concludes that the Uber driver left the food outside in the alley, and the customer reported the incident to Uber support, and Uber support, they said something along the lines that this was obviously unacceptable behavior. So after Mr. Pope tweeted this Uber Eats experience, some of the Twitter users responded to Xavier's tweet by sharing their own bad Uber Eats experiences. However, one person seemed to call out both the driver and the unsatisfied customer by tweeting, the request was unprofessional, but you handled the situation poorly. It was not necessary to escalate to the point of threatening to call the police on your Uber Eats driver. Yeah, I would agree. What in the world would the police have done? Would they have just simply hung up on him? Would they tell them they don't have time for this nonsense? I've never requested Uber Eats, so I don't know if you have the ability to cancel the order on the app after you placed your order, but as far as putting this on Twitter, just let it be a lesson learned. So that was the article. On the article as a whole, people have the ability to react to the article. And this one person had commented on this New York Post article by saying that I cook my own meals and avoid all the drama. I don't know how literal that is, if this person literally cooks every single one of their meals, but I think that this person is insinuating that they do most of their cooking, and situations like this can be avoided by doing that, by just trying to prepare your own meals and not deal with this drama. So that was that article, a little bit of an older article. This article, this is more recent. This one was published earlier this month in September of this year, 2023. And this article is from fox10phoenix.com. And the title of this article is Scottsdale Jewelry Store Shoplifting Suspect Stopped by Bystanders. So this, there was an attempted robbery in Scottsdale, Arizona. And the article says, a jewelry store shoplifting attempt went wrong in Scottsdale all thanks to the brave bystanders who tackled the alleged thief and held him down until police could arrive. The incident happened in Old Town Scottsdale around 11:30 a.m. on September 1st, and a bystander captured the moment when a man who was dressed in a suit ran out of the jewelry store with a tray of jewels. Unbelievable. I don't know if this was the store owner. Somebody was screaming, "Just catch him! He just robbed the jewelry store." So we just grabbed him, held him down, and the police were here within 3 to 4 minutes, said one of the bystanders involved. The owner of Mariana Jewelers are thankful for the help from the customers. This is what Marina, I believe. Oh, her name is Anna Marina. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. This is what Anna had to say. She said, "They saved my product, saved the neighborhood." I don't know about saving the neighborhood, but anyways, starting from the beginning, they saved my product, saved the neighborhood, and I want to thank everybody that sacrificed themselves to help a neighbor or stranger that they didn't know, says Anna. As for the thief, he was identified as a 53-year-old Troy Bell. During his escape, he dropped and damaged some of the jewels. However, the jewelry was all recovered. Troy Bell has been booked and accused of shoplifting, assault, and failure to provide a truthful name. Now this is another unreal article. The Uber Eats article that I had talked about earlier, that one I had sort of stumbled upon going through NewYorkPost.com a while back ago, and I sort of saved it for a later video. But this article, I purposely looked for this article because I had seen this video recently on YouTube, and the thing that's just so outrageous is that, this thief, he's 53 years old. I mean, how outrageous. I don't want to stereotype. I mean, shoplifting is unacceptable at all age groups, but when I think of a thief, I normally think of somebody younger with less life experience, maybe in better physical shape, so they can attempt to get out of this situation and whatever. But a 53-year-old man, tackled to the ground. I mean, just how crazy can this world get? But again, like I said, I don't want to stereotype a young thief versus an old thief. All of it is unacceptable, and yes, he's 53, but then again, we don't know his situation. I'm hoping this man will learn his lesson, but being that old, I don't know. Let's hope for the best that he learns something. So those were the two articles. I'm going to jump here to this. This is a daily study Bible, and as I'm filming this video, it's September 5th. So I'm just going to read just a little section. This is from the chapter. I'll just spell out the chapter. I don't want to mispronounce Bible chapters. Ecclesiastes Tees. So this is from that chapter. This is from 13 through 14. And it says, "That's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear God and obey His commands. For this is everyone's duty. God will judge us for everything we do, including every secret thing, whether good or bad." So, what do I take away from all this information? It's something I've already said. There's just a lot of foolishness in this world. You don't need me to make a YouTube video for you to understand it. You see it just scrolling through the YouTube videos, or watching the morning or the evening news, or if you go to the newspaper websites. I mean, it's all over the place. But there's craziness, but we still have to be vigilant. We still have to, again, like I said at the beginning of this video, we have to keep moving forward. And is it easy to move forward? No, but as difficult as it is to move forward, it's still easier to deal with the challenge of moving forward than to just remain stagnant and just sit on the sidelines and not move forward. This is why it's so important to just have that relationship with our Father, because He can give us the energy to keep moving. He can give us the motivation. He can give us the hope. He can give us the desire just to follow His will, because the enemy, he's just constantly, it's one obstacle after another obstacle after another obstacle. So that's basically what I take away from all this information, is to have that relationship with our Creator, because we definitely need it. We cannot get through this life without our Creator. So that was the 2 articles, the small section from the Bible. And as far as this whole YouTube experience, I'm not going to say that, this time around I'm going to keep, making YouTube videos, and I'm not going to let months pass by or this or that. I'll take it a day at a time. And I definitely won't be doing posting videos every day, but again, a day at a time, step at a time. And I definitely want to keep moving forward. It's just, doing YouTube is just very, it's almost like, it's very spiritual. It's doing something, like, with a job, you have your expectations. The supervisor wants you to be doing this, wants you to be doing that. So much of things in life are so structured, but this is just a creative outlet for me. So I do enjoy it. And with that being said, that was today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.